Hey guys, it is Wednesday here in West Virginia, and we have another spontaneous video for you guys. We are going to take a look at the new Hot Wheels semi-premium Silver Series set of Pontiacs. And it's been out for a little while, but I was able to finally find, I guess, the so-called chase car, the red 66 GTO, because they had put out, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 cases of these things over the past couple of weeks, and I was never there on time. And finally, yesterday when I was there, I was able to crack open a case, and I got the red one. So we're going to take a look at them. I'm not going to unbox them because they're going to someone else, but we are going to take a close-up look at them. So we'll start with number 1, which is kind of odd. They start with the newest, well, not the newest, but the newer cars first. So this is your 1984 Pontiac Firebird. Yeah, it's not like brand new. It's, well, actually pretty old. But anyways, it's much newer than the other ones besides number 2, which is an 06 GTO. But this car looks really good, even with the wheel choice. For plastic wheels, these do not look bad. 5-star design, kind of, I don't know, in a little way like an IROC wheel, but not really. So, but in some sort of way, it looks better than like some typical 5-spoke mainline wheel or some FTE wheels. But this car is on a plastic base, and it does have nice details though. Tail lights are fully detailed, and you got your Firebird back there on the edge of the hatch, and then detailed grill area, and you got a small bird on the hood and such. It's not a bad looking casting at all, really. If somebody were to get one and wheel swap it, it would probably look really good. With those larger diameter chrome flat 5-spokes that Hot Wheels has, actually the ones that they put on the Supra that was up for grabs yesterday on RLC. Those would look really good on this car. So anyways, the card art looks really nice, going down a windy country road, and you have the front end of the vehicle, your Pontiac Arrowhead, Hot Wheels Silver Series, and we'll take one spin on the back of this one, but not on the others because they're all the same. So the set contained 5 cars, and the first 4 are easy to get. Number 5 is a little more of a challenge because there's only 1 per case, is what I'm guessing. 10 cars per case, and you only get 1 red GTO. And I think you get 3 of the 84 Trans Am, because those seem to be the easiest one to find. So I'm taking it that there's 3 of them, and then 2 of each on the others, and 1 red goat. So anyways, you have your 06 GTO, your 65 Pontiac Bonneville, the 70 Pontiac GTO Judge, and the 66 Pontiac GTO. So that is number 1. So let's go to number 2. Number 2 is the 06 GTO, which this car looks pretty good. This, I think was a Pro Street in one of the releases. Yeah, as you can see, it's got the wheelie bars on it. So it looks kind of goofy in a way because it has wheelie bars on it, and then the cutout on the bottom of the fender leg for the header. But if you were to take it out and put a set of nice slicks and skinny front runners on it, it would look really good. Or cut off the wheelie bars and just say it's a street car and put regular wheels and tires on it, it would look good too. But the details are nice with the tail lights, GTO and Arrowhead emblems on the deck lid. You have a Hot Wheels logo on the quarter panel, and then a nicely detailed grill area with the split grill, your GTO badge in the grill with the Arrowhead emblem between the 2 grill openings, and then nicely detailed hood headlight tampos, and also nicely detailed hood tampos for the scoops. They look really nice. Not a bad looking casting, but as I said, they should have done away with the wheelie bars because it would have been more universal. But with the wheelie bars, it's only good for pro stock. So now we are going to number 3. Number 3 is the 65 Pontiac Bonneville, and this is a pretty nice casting, and I'm going to say it's probably pretty close to being true to scale. There's the 58 Plymouth from Auto World, and it looks, well, pretty much the same length, maybe a little bit shorter, which would have been accurate with the Bonneville. The width looks the same, so it may be a true to scale casting. And this thing would look good with some 3D printed Daytons on it and some low pro white wall tires. Very nice looking car. But the way it is now, it looks okay with the dog dish caps and the steel rim, because some of the old Catalinas were like that. The Super Duties, they came with wheels like that. Some of the Super Duties, one of them actually had 8 lug wheels, I believe. So it only came with the steel rims, but I know this is a Bonneville, not a Catalina. But anyways, still not a bad wheel choice for the car. Card art, once again, is nice. I like the front picture, the front shot of the car going down the windy country road with all of them. Pretty cool. Now going to number 2. We're counting down with these guys. So this is your 70 Pontiac GTO, and all of these, I forgot to show you on this guy, but it is a plastic base, chrome-plated plastic base on the Bonneville. This guy here is a plastic base, and it has the semi-premium plastic wheels with the, I guess they're like a torque thrust looking 5-spoke, and they look really good on this green Judge. Nice detail with the front end, with the fog lights, headlight tampos, grille detail. Very nice looking casting. Tail light details, Judge logo on the back under the wing. This is actually a pretty nice casting overall. Not bad whatsoever. Here's the M2 one, which, I don't know, M2 sometimes is a little bit too big, so it may be, and that's a 69. So same main body style, but some of the details are different. 68, 69s look pretty much the same, and then 70 to 72s look very similar with some changes on the bumpers. So anyways, guys, very nice car. This one I think is worth the $3 and something that they cost. The other ones, not so much. Now, here is number 1, and this is metal on metal with the same semi-premium 5-spokes as the Judge. And this car, I think, first appeared in the Boulevard series, and they should have kept it for that series or some kind of premium line with the Real Riders, because this car deserves the Real Riders. They should also get licensing for XXX, because this casting in general would be perfect for the XXX car. The stance, the way the wheel openings are and everything, it would be perfect for a XXX replica. And anyways, that's it for this show, guys, for these guys here. But I think when the Silver Series first appeared like 2 years ago, most of the cars in the lineup were metal on metal with a semi-premium style wheel that was only made for these series. But now they're starting to get cheap and only putting the car, one car, metal on metal, and calling it a chase. And even some of the cars don't even have the semi-premium wheels. Some of them have basic mainline wheels. So they're getting cheaper and cheaper with the Silver Series, and the price is going up on them. Not a series I really collect very often, but I had a friend that wanted them, so I picked them up for him. So that's it for today, guys. We'll be back again on Friday with some Revell Impalas, stock ones, not lowriders, and a 80 Monte Carlo from Johnny Lightning. So be sure to tune in for that. So thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy your hump day. We will see you on Friday.